Good evening with Sports Night. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. Well, the Windward Island Volcanoes have posted an imposing total in the second semi-final of the Regional Super 50. They were sent in by Ghana Jaguars at the Coolidge Ground in Antigua and made 286 for 7 off their 50 overs. Tyrone Theophile top scored with 107, that included 9 fours and 4 sixes. Romal Lewis took 3 for 54.
The Volcanoes were very brisk in the early goings of their batting effort. Devon Smith in particular was very good. Charles had to run a ball just under that inside edge on from Romario Shepherd. And Devon Smith continued on his way for a while, striking the ball nicely. There was a missed opportunity off the bat of Theophile. Romario Shepherd putting down what should have been an easy catch, and shortly after that Devon Smith went.
Good catch by the old guy. Theophile continued with some lofty blows. It's another lofty blow as well. He was brilliant today. Kurt Edwards, dismissal very soft. He will be disappointed with that. Easy cut on both. But Theophile continued. Then Hodge got into the act. Theophile, that was a big one. Theophile getting an educated edge as well. He was brilliant. Theophile was maiden. Let's say 100 as well. Well played. 50 for Hodge. Brought it up in good style, good nick. He was bold. Well bowled by Himraj. Hodge continued. Hodge going for the big one. Good catch in the deep by Permal. Kato came in and hit one humongous 6. He fell right after. Catch again. Good judgment in the deep by Permal.
A little flurry of wickets towards the end. John was run out. Some brilliant work by Lewis. But Mayers, a potent striker of the ball, continued to strike some good blows. He had a little bit of fortune as well, being caught off a no ball of the bowling of Paul Wince. Ghana Jaguars didn't establish themselves in the field. A little bit of innovation from Shillingford, but he swung heartily towards the end, but could not do much after that. Barely got back onto ball in that last over.
At the start of the Jaguars replay, but they're now playing, and the Jags are in trouble. They're 103 for 5 from 20 overs. Now, the winner of that ongoing semi-final will take on defending champs Barbados Pride in the final on Saturday. Last night in the first semi-final, the Pride defeated Kent Spitfire in a rain-affected match. Last night during Sports Night, we reported that the Pride made 263 for 3 off their 50 overs, led by man of the match Craig Brathwaite's 105. Due to some rain interruptions, the Duckworth-Lewis Stern method amended the target for Kent to 230 off 43 overs. The English county side only got up to 216 for 8 for the Pride to win by 13 runs under the DLS method. Sean Dixon top scored with 51, including 4 fours, while Hayden Walsh Jr. took 2 for 45 and Dominic Drakes 2 for 49.
Yeah, the highlights up for the run chase. Kent Spitfires started off nicely with Daniel Bell Drummond. Zach Crawley, he had an initial rain interruption, which led to the fall of the first wicket. After this wonderful shot by Zach Crawley, he departed via the LBW route. Drake's picking up his first wicket. Brought Sean Dixon to the crease. There was a decent partnership between him and Daniel Bell Drummond. Hit some lovely shots. Anything short was punished. And then Drakes again. He struck the big wicket of the informed Bell Drummond. Blake was the next to fall. The captain, Craig Brathwaite, sneaking this one past the outside edge. But Dixon, he was there. Looked like he could take his team over the line. Did some nice shots through the onside. Very good partnership ensued. That was a moment when he brought up his half century. As soon as that came up, he played one too many. First wicket, Hayden Walsh Jr., Nolan Court. That was a sneaky, cheeky boundary. This was the second wicket. Hayden Walsh Jr. getting his second. It always seemed that Barbados Pride was in control. Despite a couple boundaries, Roscoe Chase got rid of Rouse, played on when he was introduced, but the equation kept getting more and more difficult. This young Barbados team, in the end, they were able to hold that pressure. A couple lusty blows ensued and we had more rain, which broke the momentum from the Kent Spitfires and their batting. But there was a revised target. Plenty swings and misses from the young bowlers in this Barbados Pride team. Kept getting wickets. Shamar Springer, Adam Riley was dropped, and Shamar Springer had the presence of mind to throw to the wicketkeeper. He effected the run-out route. Tevin Walcott doing a fine job in the back of the stumps. Barbados eventually went on to win.
To track and field news now, Yellow House retained their title at the Queen's College Inter-House Sports held at the National Stadium today. Yellow won with 867 points, well clear of the second place Blue, who tallied 792.16. Green rounded out the top three with 681.33, while Red, Orange and Purple finished 4th, 5th and 6th respectively. Samuel Alkins of Yellow is the victor of Durham. He had 62 points, while the victor is Durham is Dana Brathwaite of Green with 84. CBC's Kamal Haynes was there for the 400-meter events.
We start with the girls' 400-meter Division 4 race. Renika Giddings of Red in lane 8 takes control of the first 3 quarters of the race, creating a big lead. But she was nowhere to be found in the final 100 meters as Janae Eswick of Blue in lane 2 and Rician Alexander of Orange in lane 3 were now the front runners. Eswick proved she had the legs to finish strongly, winning in 73.15 seconds. Alexander settled for second, while Sabrina Worrell of Red finished third. The Division 4 boys saw Adriano Edwards of Blue in lane 4 making some early ground. His game plan was clear as he kept on accelerating, emerging down the final stretch still in front, large and in charge, taking the goal in 67.44 seconds. Kobe Taylor of Red took silver, while Donico Howell of Orange claimed bronze. The Division 3 girls went down to the wire, a race which saw Selena Leslie of Blue looking comfortably in front and certain of victory. But the final stretch saw Naya Brown of Green and Tian Applewhite of Red challenging Leslie, and both succeeded in passing her, with Brown getting the win in 63.13 seconds. Applewhite took silver in 63.17, while Leslie caught the bronze in 63.22 seconds. To the boys' Division 3 race, just under 200 meters left, and John Clark of Purple is in the lead, a lead which was snatched from him by Shakobi Bentham of Blue down the final stretch. Bentham speeds down the track full of energy and wins it in 56.06 seconds. Clark finished second, while Stefan Hines of Yellow finished third. The Division 2 girls race was another nail-biting one. We skipped to the final 100 meters where all the action took place. Camille Gaskin-Griffith of Yellow in lane 2 looked set for a victory, but Vassia Boyce of Blue in lane 5 had other plans. She beats Gaskin-Griffith on the line to win in 62.21 seconds. Satira Yard of Green finished third. The boys Division 2 was off to a quick start with no clear leader at that point. But when the smoke had cleared, it was Samuel Alkins of Yellow who emerged up front, winning in 52.71 seconds. Housemate Jelarney Tony finished second, while Mario Lavore of Red took the bronze. To the big girls of the school, the Division 1. Brittany Small of Purple takes control of the race with just over 300 meters to go. She kept that lead up until the final few meters. That's when Dana Brathwaite of Green shifted into overdrive to win in 69.10 seconds. Small settled for silver, while Amanda Knight of Blue took bronze. The Division 1 boys race saw pure speed. All eyes on Jamal Burke of Orange and Akem Calendar of Red. Those two overtook all competitors as though they were jogging, leaving a two-way battle. A battle which saw Burke keeping the upper hand as he proved to be too much for Calendar. Burke holds on to win in 50.60 seconds. Calendar took silver, while Mario Elliott of Blue took bronze. Kamal Haynes, CBC Sports.
Now coming up after the break, Dorset to defend the Gold Cup from an outside gate position. And welcome back to Sports Night. Now defending champion Dorset has drawn gate position number 8 for next Saturday's Sandy Lane Gold Cup at the Garrison Savannah. The draw was done today at the Barbados Turf Club. The full lineup has Justa Fashion in gate 1, followed by Sir Dudley Diggs, Chip Leader, Shining Copper, 1 grand, Marcus Antonius, Campaigners Gold, Dorset, and running out of gate 9 is Infrared. The 37th running of the Sandy Lane Gold Cup is at the Garrison Savannah, set for Saturday, March the 3rd. Now, as we get for next Saturday's running of the Sandy Lane Barbados Gold Cup, CBC Sports will be taking a look at a top 10 of some of the most memorable Gold Cup races. So here we go with tonight's Golden Flashback. It's time now for our Golden Flashback. A look at those Gold Cup races that left racing fans at the edge of their seats for every twist and turn of the race. It's only fitting that we begin our Golden Flashbacks with where it all started. The year was 1982. The Garrison Savannah was packed to capacity, and I mean thousands turned out for the inaugural race. And it was jockey Declan Gillespie who steered Bold Lewis to the first ever Barbados Gold Cup victory.
Down on the outside comes Precision, first charge, Bold Lewis, the last one at the moment is Swift Jam. Down the chute for the first time, tremendous gallop they're going at. A wall of them, Porphyria on the inside, then on the outside I can see Precision, then comes Brigadier James, Bold Lewis, Lorna Creek, Hotcha, first charge, then through comes Sinbad, Red Punch Ball, Grateful Princess, Maiden Grieve, and Swift Jam. Round the top turn, Porphyria is the leader. And then the one on the outside going very well is Hotcher is right there. Then comes Bold Lewis on the inside, first charge, Lorna Creek, Sinbad, Swift Jam, Brigadier James. Then the next one through is Grateful Princess, Red Punch Ball, last of all. 4 1/2 furlongs to go. Porphyria is the leader on the inside. The one on the outside is going standing high in the irons. Is Precision going very well indeed, and he goes through to pick it up. Precision is the leader. At the 3 furlong marker, Brigadier James comes to join them on the outside. Bold Lewis is making ground. First charge is right there. Lorna Creek is right there. 3 furlongs to go. The roar starts in the crowd. Brigadier James comes through to pick it up. Precision is on the inside. Then comes about 3 lengths back comes Bold Lewis. Then I can see Lorna Creek trying to get into it now. 2 furlongs to go. Brigadier James and Precision have it between them. Lorna Creek coming. Bold Lewis is coming. And then the one behind that is first charge. But it's Precision on the inside. And then on the outside comes Brigadier James, Bold Lewis, and Lorna Creek inside the final furlong. And the leader on the inside is Precision. And then comes Bold Lewis through to win it. Bold Lewis, Precision, and Brigadier James. Bold Lewis will win it. Bold Lewis and Precision. Bold Lewis, Precision. Oh, Bold Lewis, Precision.
That's Golden Flashback. A look at those Gold Cup races that we just can't forget. We take another short break, but still to come, Craig Brathwaite looks ahead to Saturday's final. And and you're watching Sports Night. Now, Barbados Spurs skipper Craig Brathwaite finally came good with a century in last night's Regional Super 50 semi-final against the Kent team. Now, he led his team into this weekend's final, and for that, Craig gets some extra time to talk about where he and his team are at.
Well, for me, my job, didn't get the runs I would like in the prelims, but, just want to lead the batting from the front, which I did.
Were you happy with 264 for them to chase?
But yeah, I was quite happy with it. Obviously, it was a slow pitch. It wasn't easy, to be honest, once you hit the ball in pitch, so, I was satisfied with your score.
We had this discussion up in the commentary box. You bowled yourself quite early again. You fancied yourself as a big off spinner.
Well, I know I could keep it tight, so, I would just come and, do my role, which is to keep it tight and then forget a wicket. From the next end, we look to take wickets.
Now to the final. Barbados will have to play the Windward Islands, or they have to play against Guyana Jaguars. How are you looking forward to the final and preparing for that?
Well, really looking forward to it. Obviously, tomorrow will be a rest day for us, practice day probably on Friday. It's a good experience for the guys. It's a young team, and I know this team will go all the way, so it's important for us to have a good rest and, come back strong for the finals and stick to the basics, stick to the plans, enjoy it, and we'll come on top.
And just have noticed that rain has delayed play in that second semi-final between the Windward Island Volcanoes and the Guyana Jaguars at the Coolidge Ground. Now, as rain has delayed play, the Jaguars are 107 for 5 after 20.3 overs, replying to the total of 286 for 7 made by the... Actually, the Jaguars made 286 for 7, and the Windward Island Volcanoes, in reply, 107 for 5 after 20.3 as rain has delayed play. Now, here are some events happening tomorrow, February the 23rd. The inter-house sports continue at various schools, including Darrell Jordan at Usain Bolt Complex from 9 a.m. and the Winter Olympics will continue from 8 a.m. on TVA. Now, that's Sports Night. I'm Anne-Marie Burke. Good evening.